So you want to like really take your English to the next level.
That's fantastic.
We're diving deep into English Boost. Level up your skills today.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you're going to walk away with some really serious strategies for taking your fluency just way up.
Yeah.
It breaks it all down into 6 areas.
Cool.
Immersion, speaking, vocabulary, pronunciation, listening, and consistency.
I like how the source is like, it's not like a traditional textbook. It gives you things you can actually use right away.
Yeah. It's not about memorizing a bunch of rules. It's about using the language in real life.
Right.
So let's jump into that first one. Immersion.
Yeah.
They talk about daily exposure to English being so important.
Yeah. They say it doesn't have to be like you're in a classroom studying.
Right.
It's like you've moved to a new country.
Yeah. Like how you pick up a song on the radio, even if you're not trying to learn it.
Oh, totally. Our brains are incredible at like picking up patterns, even when we don't realize it.
That's so cool.
There's actually a scientific name for this. It's called implicit learning.
Oh, okay.
It's like how kids learn their first language.
Right.
They're not starting with grammar.
No.
They're just picking it up naturally.
Yeah. So what are some ways to create that environment, even if we're not like living in England or America?
So they say, watch movies and shows in English, listen to podcasts, and read English books and articles.
So much stuff.
But the key is to choose things you actually enjoy.
Yeah.
Don't force yourself to watch a boring documentary
Right.
just because it's in English.
Exactly.
Find something that grabs your attention.
And I love that it's about making it enjoyable.
Right.
Not a chore.
Totally. And you'll be surprised how much you learn just by exposing yourself to it.
Yeah. Even if you don't get every single word.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got immersion down.
Okay.
Let's go to speaking.
Okay.
This can be a little scary.
Oh, yeah.
But the source has some good advice on getting over that fear of speaking.
So they say don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Like embrace the mistakes.
Yeah. Totally. Like anything new you learn,
Yeah.
you're not going to be perfect right away.
Every time you make a mistake, it's like you're getting feedback. It's showing you that you're pushing yourself and trying.
I like that.
Yeah.
So how do we get over that and start speaking more confidently?
One of the best ways is to find a partner,
Oh, okay.
like a language exchange partner or a tutor
Okay.
or even a friend who's learning English.
Yeah. And if you can't find a partner, they say even talk to yourself.
Oh, that one's good.
I know it sounds a little weird.
It can be helpful.
Yeah.
You get comfortable with the sounds and you can practice making sentences without anyone judging you.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they also talk about using technology.
Oh, yeah. There's so many apps and online resources.
Yeah.
You can talk to native speakers online
Yeah.
or apps that can like listen to you and tell you how your pronunciation is.
It's amazing.
Technology is awesome for learning languages.
So cool. All right, let's move to vocabulary now. They have some good advice on choosing the right words to learn.
Yeah. They say don't just like memorize random lists.
Right.
Think about your interests
Yeah.
and what you want to do with the language.
If you like cooking, learn cooking words.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time on words you'll never use.
Right. And then they talk about using words in sentences.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Instead of just memorizing delicious,
Yeah.
you would make a whole sentence with delicious.
When you use words in context, you're not just memorizing,
Right.
you're understanding how they work
Yeah.
with other words.
And then they say to use flashcards.
Yeah. And spaced repetition.
Spaced repetition. I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a system where you review words at different times.
Okay.
So you might review a new word a few times the first day,
Okay.
and then a few days later, and then a week later.
So you're not just cramming.
No, you're using the way our brains work
Cool.
to remember things.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Pronunciation is up next. People get so hung up on trying to sound exactly like a native speaker,
Yeah.
but the source says it's really more about being understood.
Yeah, it's not about having a perfect accent.
Right.
It's about being clear
Yeah.
so people know what you mean.
And they give tips like listening to native speakers
Yeah.
and using pronunciation apps.
And tongue twisters.
Oh, yeah.
Those are fun.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah.
I used to love those.
They're good for practicing sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of sounds, they talk about intonation and stress.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
Intonation can change the meaning of a sentence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You're right. Like just a simple question
Yeah.
can sound different depending on how you say it.
You could be surprised or
Yeah.
curious.
Or even angry.
Yeah. Just by changing your tone.
I never thought about it like that.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, it's like the music of the language.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to listening.
IA.
This one is so important for fluency. But people think it's passive,
Right.
but the source says it's not.
It's about really paying attention and understanding what you hear.
They give lots of ideas for boosting listening skills.
Yeah, like podcasts.
And audiobooks.
Yeah.
And watching videos without subtitles.
And active listening.
Yeah. What's great about podcasts and audiobooks is that there are so many topics.
Oh, yeah.
You can learn about anything you're interested
You
in.
can find something for everyone.
Yeah. And I love that they say watch videos without subtitles.
Yeah, subtitles can be helpful, but at some point you got to let them go
Right.
and just use your ears.
It's like training your ears.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered 5 areas.
Wow.
Immersion, speaking, vocabulary, pronunciation, and listening.
A lot of good stuff.
But there's one more big one left.
What is it?
Consistency.
Okay.
We'll dive into that in part 2.
Sounds good.
All right, we're back and ready to tackle that last key area from English Boost: consistency. I think we all know that consistency is important for anything we want to achieve.
Yeah.
But why is it so important for learning a language?
Well, language learning is a process.
Right.
It's like building a house.
Yeah.
You got to start with a strong foundation
Yeah.
and then add bricks one by one
Okay.
and just build a couple walls and expect to have a finished house.
Right. So it's not about like those crazy study sessions.
No.
It's more about showing up consistently.
Exactly.
Even if it's just for a little bit each day.
English Boost talks about the power of small actions
Yeah.
over time.
I like that.
It's like compound interest.
Yeah, sure.
Small deposits can add up to big gains.
I love that analogy. So how can we stay consistent with our language learning?
They suggest starting with realistic goals.
Okay.
It's easy to get excited and set unrealistic expectations,
Yeah.
but that can lead to burnout.
Right. So instead of aiming for fluency in a few months,
Right.
we should set smaller goals.
Exactly.
Like maybe learn 10 new words this week.
Yeah,
Or watch a movie without subtitles.
that's a good one.
Yeah. It's about creating habits that we can stick with.
Yeah.
Not these huge goals that we give up on after a week.
Right.
And then they talk about tracking your progress.
Oh, that's important.
Yeah.
You can mark the days you practiced on a calendar
Oh,
or keep a journal.
I like that. It's like you can visually see your progress.
Yeah.
Even if it's small, it's motivating.
And it's not just about tracking the good days. It's
Yeah.
also about noticing the days you maybe struggled
Yeah.
so you could adjust.
That's a good point. And be kind to ourselves.
Right.
Learning a new language is hard.
It's challenging.
Yeah.
And English Boost really gets this.
Yeah.
They talk about celebrating small wins,
Yeah.
even if it's just having a short conversation
Mm-hmm.
or understanding a song.
Those little wins can be so motivating.
Yeah, they show you that you're making progress.
I love it. And they talk about mindset too.
Oh, yeah, mindset is huge.
So it's not just about the techniques we use. It's also about how we think about learning.
Exactly. If we believe we can do it,
Yeah.
we're more likely to succeed.
So we need to have a growth mindset.
Yeah.
See mistakes as opportunities,
Right.
not failures.
English Boost is all about being patient and enjoying the journey.
It's not just about the destination.
Right.
It's about the ride.
Yeah. Okay, let's recap the 6 areas.
Okay.
So we have immersion speaking, vocabulary, pronunciation, listening.
And consistency.
Yes.
And these aren't just ideas.
Yeah.
They're things you can actually do.
There's strategies.
I think what makes English Boost so cool is that it empowers you
Yeah.
to take control of your learning.
It's your journey.
It's not one size fits all.
You find what works for you.
It's about making it enjoyable.
Okay, that was a great deep dive into the 6 key areas of English Boost.
Yeah, but I have one more question for you. We've explored all these cool strategies from English Boost.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, what's the one thing
Good.
you would take away from all this
That's a tough one.
and like put into action like right now?
You know, I think the biggest thing is finding a way to immerse yourself in English.
Okay.
Even if it's just for a few minutes every day.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be this big thing.
Right.
Just small, consistent efforts.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, you could listen to a song in English while you're getting ready.
Okay.
Or watch a news clip during lunch.
Okay.
Or read a short article before bed.
Yeah.
Just little moments here and there.
I like that, but finding those little pockets of time.
And it's amazing how those small things can really change your mindset.
Totally.
English becomes more natural.
It's like building that house.
Yeah, brick by brick.
We were talking about.
Right.
And the more you expose yourself to it, the more your brain just starts to get it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't realize it.
It's like magic.
It's so cool.
And remember,
Yeah.
make those moments enjoyable.
Right.
Don't torture yourself with boring stuff.
If you like cooking, find a cooking show in English.
Exactly. If you like history,
Yeah.
listen to a history podcast.
And then you'll start to have those moments where you suddenly understand something.
Yeah, those aha moments.
Or you can express yourself better
Yeah,
and you just feel more confident.
it's the best feeling.
It is.
So to anyone out there trying to improve their English,
Yeah.
remember, you can create your own learning experience.
Yeah.
One that you enjoy and that fits your life.
And those small steps,
Yeah,
they really add up.
they can change everything.
Keep exploring, keep practicing,
Yeah,
and believe in yourself.
you got this.
It's been great diving into English Boost with you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.